Wait, camel stampede. Did I miss something?
Yeah, you're about to die.
Alright, so we're back now, and they're chasing the Hasid and his men back out into the desert, and we left off with... Actually, Hasid's turn, I think. If I'm correct. And we're actually going to... Since I'm assuming Garzhvog with his much faster speed now, after the little correction we had with him, you'll be able to head him off. And so when he comes around the corner and he sees you waiting at the exit for him, which I'm assuming you want to be out in the open, or you want to like hide and try to surprise him?
I'll be out in the open.
All right. When he sees you, he's just gonna completely stop and like stagger for a second. He catches his balance and draw a scimitar back out and tell you to get out of the way.
Use spear to make him run the other way.
Well, that's exactly what I was gonna do.
That's so good.
That's exactly what I was going to do.
All right. So we're gonna jump back to Valerion really quick, and then you can try to fear him. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the watch.
Oh my god.
No,
It's
you
a
get
relay?
enough HP, just go kill them.
Alright, fair enough. Where is something to kill? Like these other two guys are running, can I charge into the first one that we are following?
Yeah.
Excellent. Charge!
I'm assuming this is the one with the rancher.
Sure. Wait, he's
No, you
flat-footed,
don't-
that means he gets an attack of opportunity if I move in, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
then
also
the one who doesn't get one.
The one with the scimitar, then.
Yes, the scimitar fella. Okay, I'm gonna charge in with my flame weapon, like lit up again. I am immortal. Let's see if my attacks are also as immortal. It's a 14.
A 14 will actually match their AC, oddly enough.
Go on the ground, that stand up and run.
All right, anyway, you were saying
Okay. All right, now it's fine. Like 14 hits.
14 hit?
I like to hear that. For 12 damage. Yeah.
12 damage. All right.
Oh, good
That-
strikes coming up, man.
Is not going to kill him, but it's going to get him almost there.
Well, he's a well-trained man. It's all right. Oh, like a crusader, I storm forward and give him a little shield bash for style. Okay, next.
All right, and it goes back to Garzhvog, and you wanted to fear Hasid?
I do. I'm going to cast Cause Fear on him.
All right,
And
and what's the save?
He needs to make I think it's a will save. And yeah, it's a will save, and it has a partial save to it. So if he makes it or doesn't, there will be an effect. And he needs to beat a 13.
All right. And I'm guessing a 6 doesn't make it.
Nope. So I'm going to roll for the number of turns that he spends running away from me.
Oh, God.
Let me see. 1d4 plus 1 round. He's going to spend 3 turns running away from me.
All right, I'm assuming this turn isn't going to count because it has to wait till he starts running, correct?
Yeah, it's 3 of his turns.
Ooh,
He spends
fun.
running away from Garzhvog.
Okay. All right, and then it's going to go back to Inza.
Yeah, I guess I'm like running next to like Valerion, and I'm gonna attack the same guy I did with my rapier.
Okay.
20 plus 1, 2, I guess. 19.
Now roll
19
an
will hit.
11 plus.
Easy. So
Ah.
that damage. 3.
All
That's-
right.
I'm not a fighter.
Yeah, well, yeah, 3
All right,
damage
since
is more
since
than
he's
1.
so close, and that's more or less what we're looking for, because of that 20 on whether or not you could actually manage to make the connection, you luck out as you make that swing against him, and maybe it's because, Tyr is smiling down on you because you helped one of
I
them.
don't like Tyr.
What?
Well,
Fine.
maybe it's just chance, but when you brought that attack down on, it somehow lucked out and managed to nick one of the few bits of flesh of their neck that's exposed, and you just cross an artery. And the guy falls down to the ground with blood spurting out of the gap in his armor. So he's dead. Got a reward at 20 somewhere.
Oh yeah, you know that like Tyr was also blind?
Yeah, whatever.
Isn't he also missing a hand?
Yeah, he's the maimed god.
Well, kind of like Vecna, but not evil.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, and it's going to... Oop, the scimitar guy's dead. To the one with the rancher. And looking a little bit cordoned now, he's going to stand his ground and take a swing at Valerion. And
Fine.
here AC is 18. He's going to roll a frightening 7 plus whatever his attack is. 11, so that's going to miss.
Yeah, it's I just deflected with a shield.
Alright, and goes back up to Fate.
Gonna come out of the shadows to shoot an arrow at the Renshi guy. And solidly miss.
You can.
With a 10, it just flies past.
Alright.
And then
Good.
I hide again.
Okay.
Or not.
Okay, I need to actually roll some percentiles here.
Oh.
Okay.
The cave collapses. And
Roll for
kills
heart
us.
attacks.
No. It's back to Hasid's turn. And just as the fear spell's going to make him do, he's going to start taking off in completely abject fear of Garzhvog and his green flame and his orcishness. And I was making the check to see if, even in his feared state, would he remember that hallway was full of razor wire. And
no,
he does.
no, he's. Thank God. Like, if we kill them all again, we are like not a single step further. We need this guy alive.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he has a note in his pocket, like directions to.
Directions
If you
to Barden
forget,
Rain,
this
like
is
on
where
a
you can
little
find
map
me.
with an X.
Well, I
There's
mean,
still
even-
one guy alive.
Even if we kill all these guys, we can just keep heading to the town we were going to.
Yeah,
Originally.
but
True.
Like, this is like
Yeah,
way
really.
closer here than a town somewhere in the desert.
there's still one guy alive anyway.
So he's going to spend his full movement to run back, and he's going to... The
Come back
only
to us.
available places he could go now is going to be down the left-hand tunnel and into that...
Steam bath.
No, that'd be past the razor wire. He's going to head down to where
It's
the
the stables,
little,
right?
little
Mounts?
stable is.
Oh
Yep.
shit. Well, my camel knocks my
Just
punches.
gonna grab a camel and.
See you.
Alright, so then it's going to Valerion.
You just hear him like screaming through the tunnel, like oh, it's like echoing somewhere, like somewhere there, like oh. All right, I'm gonna 5-foot step to the guy with the ranceur who tried to attack me. So I'm now in I closed in next to him. So is to take a. Is he against the wall? Can he take a 5-foot step and engage? Probably.
Yeah, you are in
Okay.
that grand cavern now, so he has plenty
Yeah.
of room to move.
Okay, a regular attack for
Maybe don't
17.
17 will hit.
No, we need the boss.
Boss would be
For
nice.
8 damage.
8 damage. Alright, and that's going to put him pretty close to death, but he's still up.
These were the guys with 2 hit dice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, my scimitar of the burning sands is doing work here. It's like whirling.
Fulfilling that
Darkness.
promise.
Yeah.
Alright, and it's
Fulfilling
going
that promise.
back to Garzhvog.
I'm going to stay where I am because I did take a turn to charge Hasid, which is not normally something Garzhvog is up to do, and then I had to outrun him to the entrance of the cavern. So Garzhvog is just going to sit. Is just going to stay where he is and take the moment to catch his breath and kind of reorganize himself in case anybody else tries to get out of the tunnel.
Alright. Okay, so it's going to go to Inza now.
Guess I'm gonna attack the same guy as Valerion again.
Flank the fucker.
Following him, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think you can flank him.
No, but you can take a 5-foot step to avoid that
11.
attack. And that 11 will miss.
Yeah.
So he'll just use the butt of his rancher to just knock the weapon away from him. Save his artery for another day. Alright, and it's actually to the rancher guy. He's going to take a 5-foot step back, get back in range with the bladed end. And he's going to take a stab at Inza as I drop my die on the floor, and it looks like from this distance underneath my table it's a
20.
No, I think it's a 13, but let me crawl under here and find out. It is a 13.
No, that hits anyway. Unless he's got a -1.
No, it's actually a 13 plus 4, so 17. And he does 2d4 plus 3, that's 1, 4, so that's 7 damage.
Okay. I'm totally fine.
All good.
Alright.
Bleeding on the side.
Alright, and to Fate.
Well, this time I'm not going out of shadows because I rolled shitty on my hand check. But I'll just attack the guy and miss.
Are you sure?
14.
Like, I hit a guy with 14 earlier.
Oh yeah, that does hit.
Really?
Correct.
Right, let's do my 1d4 minus 1 damage. 1d4 minus...
Well, hang on. You have been doing a sneak attack, right?
Yeah, but only because I hit really well. And at one point they were also full running and they lost their DC.
Now he's very focused on fighting both Valerion and Inza off of him. You did miss with the last shot, so it didn't hit him, and I'm assuming his focus would stay on Inza and Valerion because they're the biggest threats to him. I'm going to give you the sneak attack because you're going to be behind him and out of sight.
Okay, thank you very much. 8 damage.
And that kills him.
Biggest damage roll I've ever rolled.
But if you want to hide again after like firing, you take a -20 on your hide check. It's called sniping.
Alright, and...
Alright.
Ooh,
I
it goes
guess you
to
would get a
Hasid
bonus
now.
due to the lighting conditions.
Okay, so you all keep hearing that screaming as it resounds throughout the cavern, making it a little bit hard to pinpoint where he is. For those of you that didn't watch him go run into where he is. And I actually need to make a quick check for him. That I think it's kind of questionable whether or not he's going to make it. Okay, so he's not going to make that check, and the screaming is going to abruptly stop.
What?
Uh-huh.
Valerion is dead? Hasid?
Well-
Hold. He's still, he's dying. We can stabilize him.
All you can hear is that the screaming stopped. At that point, I'm not sure what kind of noise camels make when they're frightened, but you hear a lot of that noise, and they start cramming their way out of the passage that you'd let them down, and they're kind of heading towards Garzhvog.
Well, handle animal, my friend. So you're good at that with your charisma.
So do we want to, Valerian, you want to delay your action, just go with Inza, and we'll have Garzhvog handle this real quick?
Yeah, I think we want to go for Hasid, right? We took out the 2 fellas here. Wasn't there like one more? Is he dead?
He's dead.
Okay, sweet.
He killed the mage a little while ago.
Ah, right. Okay, in that case, I'll go like back into the other direction towards the stables again too.
Before you go, I give you the one,
Alright, okay, I have to sheath my weapon for that. But yeah, I'll use that, and then I'll heal myself up one more time, and then I rush towards the sea.
How many more charges are left on that thing? You've kind of put it through its paces.
No, it's like...
It starts with 50, doesn't it?
Yeah, we didn't use that.
Yeah.
Like we have 44 now.
Right, I'm gonna burn another charge. Actually, no, we don't have to, you're right. But
Yeah,
one attack, I can take
No,
one
you
attack. Okay, alright, fine.
Maybe it's one turn and you would be dead, you know? You don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm not gonna do the healing thing. I just like shove it into my belt and rush right for Hasid.
Alright, so we'll pick that up in a second. We need a solution to this camel stampede problem by Garzhvog.
Wait, camel stampede? Did I miss something?
Yeah, you're about to die.
You have to use handle animal to stop the stampeding
Or you
camels that
cast
rush your way.
another scare on them. Start running the other way.
I could do an intimidation check.
Against camels. Not sure how that translates.
Don't you have a cantrip? No, I guess not for that.
I don't know. Do I have anything I could use right now that would?
I was like thinking. I don't think there's
How many
anything.
camels are there?
Oh, boy, how many? I think it was 6 camels you all had.
No, we got 6.
Because each of you
2
had a
in
camel,
reserve.
and you had the
I
two
was there. I
extras.
could like sing a lullaby.
That would help.
Could use ghost sound, but nope.
Yeah, ghost sound. Fake a snake.
I don't have ghost sound.
Oh.
Kind of necromancer.
No ghost sound.
Well, and beyond that, I don't have it prepared for the day. So
Hmm.
I have 3 touches of fatigue.
Yeah,
I could like fatigue the camels.
What else? Oh, shoot.
But it works. But
Well, you still have to do a touch attack against them.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just do an intimidation check. Like stop them from trying to run out.
I'll just use handle animal. It's the same thing, right?
Or throw rations at them.
they're on their back.
Breadcrumb trail. Like make it in a circle, like a spiral, logarithmic spiral, and like they tire out while following the breadcrumb.
Might be a little bit convoluted for this. So, how do you want to handle the camels?
Well, both my handle animal and intimidate checks are -2.
Roll
I
handle animal.
Just
Maybe I
roll
roll a
well.
20.
Yeah.
could do what?
Roll a 20.
Oh, roll a 20, yeah.
Always work.
I'm going to do an intimidation check. Because, I mean, there's no difference between... I'll do handle animal. Well, no. I'll do intimidate. I don't know. That feels like something Garzhvog would be better at than handling animals. I don't know. How big is a camel?
Pretty big.
Yeah, I'll do an intimidation check. In front of the camels.
All right, so let's get the roll for it.
-2 rolls. Charisma. It's an 8.
All right. So, what did you want to do with the check? What was your end goal with it? Like the action?
Show them
Oh.
who's boss.
Yeah. Well, I was. We'll say I was already standing at the entrance to the cave, or to the ruins, and I'm still standing at the entrance, and I see the camels coming, and I kind of like brace myself. I spread my legs like shoulder width apart, and kind of like lower my body weight a little, spread my arms out to make myself appear as like big as possible, and just like roar. You can see like my fangs jutting out from my lower jaw, and I just roar at the camels and like make myself as big and muscly and imposing as possible.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, with that 8, the raging orc isn't quite as frightening as whatever was it Hasid tried to do in the cave. And they're going to keep running. I'm going to need you to make a reflex save to jump out of the way, but because you're in such a nice, squat, balanced position, I'm going to give you a +2 on the save.
A 10.
10.
My rolls have been horrible this day. Oh my goodness.
That's just enough
terrible
to
rolls
jump
today.
out of the way and not get slightly trampled.
Okay.
And they're going to go thundering off out into the desert. And I think we can stop being in the turn order right now. Valerion, you rushed into the little stable area. What you see, it looks like in his panic, Hasid tried to jump onto one of the camels and ride it out of there. Unfortunately, being in a panic and trying to mount an animal don't normally couple together very well. And so they caused the camels to panic and stampede out of there. Luckily, because of the size of the tunnel, you did have to take all your equipment and things off of the camels before you put them in the stable. So all of your stuff is still there, and Hasid is unconscious. Looks like when he fell off the camel, he knocked his head pretty hard against one of the rocks coming out of the hole.
To be fair, for future reference, I don't think he could have tried to take a mount or to get on the camel and ride out, because he would have had to come closer to me distance-wise to do it.
Okay.
Like when you're in a frightened state, you do everything you can, like spells, all that fun stuff, to get as far away from the caster as possible. And if he was going to try and ride the mount out, he would have had to not only stop running from me to mount it, but he also would have had to ride the camel towards me again.
Okay.
So,
well, so then he was just trying to get on the camel to ride it deeper into the cave or something along those lines.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe he just kept rushing and stumbled or whatever. Who cares? Whatever. Okay. Sweet. I just looked down and chuckled a bit.
Do we tie him up?
Yeah, we do just that. I'll grab a rope. I have one with me and like tie him up. Make sure he's stable and that he's like not bleeding out or some nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess due to fall, it just took non-lethal damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
You will recover in an hour or two.
All right. Anything you all want to do in the meantime? It has been over 24 hours since you rested last time.
Yeah.
But I guess I check the body, at least the mage first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like while they're running after like the other guy like was back there, like I got stabbed and I just checked the body. I'm like, Valerion will take care of the guy.
All right. So running through the bodies, all of them have that strange purple material, the cloak. Along with it, on the mage, he had a scroll tucked away. And just popping it open, you can take a quick read of it. It's a scroll of hypnotic pattern, written at the 3rd caster level. Also, along with that, and I wrote this down somewhere else, you have an assortment of money, copper pieces, silver, and a couple of gold here and there. Altogether, it mounts up to about 200 gold between all the men. The 4 that you killed, or the 3 that you killed with Hasid himself, and then the 2 that you took down near the razor wire.
Alright, that's how much gold for everyone? Like, or how much in total did you say?
It's going to be
50?
It'll be 50 per person.
Okay.
And you can have a Hasid scimitar now as well.
Oh.
Or falchion, sorry.
Is it magic?
No, it is a masterwork falchion. But it has a bit of an odd thing going on it because of the kind of chipped and broken blade. So it's a masterwork falchion. Instead of a regular falchion does 2d4 damage, this does 1d4 damage. But in exchange, it has a 25% chance when it does hit to inflict bleeding, and the bleeding is 1d4 damage for 1d4 rounds.
Cool. I don't think I'm proficient with falchion.
Yeah, I also don't. I want to keep my falchion is a 2-handed weapon, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I want to keep my shield. It's not good enough. It's a 2-handed weapon. Like the bleeding is damage over time, but we don't need that.
Always good.
All right. So, I'm assuming you all want to
take it anyway.
But I kind of like to investigate this purple cloak material and see what it actually does. Like if I were to wear it.
I put the falchion on my backup list. We'll sell it.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it
How
armor?
about the
like,
camels? Can we get those back?
Yeah, we can handle that in just a second. You said you, Richardus, you wanted to inspect the cloak some?
Yeah, like if I were to wear it, do I get an AC bonus, or is it armor, or what?
When you put it on, it's extraordinarily heavy, especially for a cloak. But that kind of explains how they're able to walk out in the sandstorm without taking any flesh-rending damage. Again, it's a very weird material to it. It does have that leather consistency to it, but that purple coloring is it's embedded right in it. It's not dyed. It's not like cattle hide or anything. Whatever it is, it's some kind of odd creature that they managed to get this off of.
Can we do any kind of like knowledge, like nature? No, like kind of animal.
Yeah, knowledge, nature, in a praise check if we have one. Trying to think of other ones that might work out. Maybe even survival.
I'll do like a nature. What about bardic knowledge? Nature first.
It'll be a bit of a stretch, but I'll say yeah.
Perceive. Yeah, and that's the nature check. on 19.
Okay. So, yeah, you can get it with a 19.
And that's a bardic knowledge. Just
Okay, so we'll couple them together. So we have a 19
Yeah.
for knowledge nature, a 25 for bardic knowledge. Coupling that together with your knowledge of your kind of shaky knowledge of the lore of Kalasham is again talking about the natives of the desert, the roving clans, the bandits that live out there, the people that live out there full time, not the merchants that go through on short-term stays as they try to get out of the desert. Again, the desert is a very inhospitable place. It's hot, and most of all, there are those sandstorms that kick up. There are the really massive ones like what you saw, and then there's occasional small ones that are much more frequent, but are almost as dangerous. So to adjust to living in that kind of environment and to be able to continue to move outside during the day and during the storms instead of being, hunkered down for possibly days at a time if a storm is particularly bad, the natives have started using the natural abilities of some of the animals within the desert, and in this case, they've hunted down and skinned a purple worm for its skin to be able to protect themselves against the sands.
Worm like WYRM or WORM?
WORM.
Okay.
And as that's kind of coming to you again, do you remember the shaking in the cavern from last session?
Yeah.
There's another very slight tremor, but this one feels much softer than the one before.
Dune. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm kind of going after the camels. But I guess Valerion never heard of purple worms.
So do I know, like, kind of, it's probably, like, easy to sell around and...
Yeah, going through your knowledge of, like, a purple worm, massive beast out in the desert, swallows caravans whole in a heartbeat. You never know when it's there until it's there. A lot of scary stuff.
Yeah, okay, then I just tell, like, Garzhvog that it's valuable and you should gather all of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, Hasids, I think it was Hasids, or... No, it was one of the ones you killed earlier on had the cloak, and when you cut him, it cut the cloak pretty wide open. That one might be a little bit structurally compromised.
Okay.
But the rest will be fine.
How many do we have?
That would be 6 altogether, actually. With Hasids, the 3 that were with him, and then the 2 from before. Granted, one of them is going to be damaged beyond wearable use, but you're still going to have 5 functional ones.
I'm going to wear his seeds underneath of my other cloak, so you don't know that I'm wearing the worm skin cloak.
Okay.
Can someone carry them?
Everyone carries his own.
I mean, do we all want to wear one? It'd be great for being able to go out into the sand.
Yeah, if you want to travel through the desert, especially if we lost our camels now, but we have to try to get them back without getting eaten by a purple worm.
Yeah, so speaking of the camels, does anyone have the ability to track?
No.
Yeah, so those camels are probably a lost bet then.
Just for what you
But
good thing we got these cloaks.
We have dark vision. But
just vibe. If we don't want to get attacked by a purple worm, maybe we should not wear the skin of his brother or sister.
Well, that's why I'm wearing it underneath of my other cloak.
Shit, we lost the camels. Valerion, well, how far are we at the outskirts? I'm not entirely sure.
We can catch the camel.
If we can pull up the Kalasham map that's in the journal here. Okay, so you see the little bridge that crosses the Calim River to get to Keltar. It's right above the big word Kalasham going along the coast.
This map is so small. Again, Keltar or Calim River, the M?
Yeah, the bridge right above the M of Kalasham.
Yeah.
Alright, so if we're looking at that bridge, you're probably, I'd say about 30 miles almost directly west of it, so right on the rim of the desert.
Okay. Well, I guess then we can do it via foot to reach Keltar. But, we had, a ton of provisions like on there? How much did? Oh no,
Oh, no,
we all
remember-
put it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had to take the stuff off the camel. So you still have the food and everything, but you don't have the mounts to tote them on.
Oh shit. Okay, well it's gonna be a hard march,
I mean,
but
cannot we like just follow the camel? Like they probably stopped after being scared. Like after a while, they're not gonna run forever.
You want to head out into the desert?
yeah, we wanna check. Which like after this guy's tied up though, we have to take him with us or something.
Someone
We-
could
or-
carry them.
or-
Well,
It's too heavy to
interrogate
carry him
him.
and the provisions. All right, but every
think-
moment we interrogate, like, can we
they just. I mean, you could
Split up?
stay with him, and we like the three of us go to find the camels.
I could stay here and threaten to fear him again.
Yeah, I think we should split 2-2 and like 1-3.
2-2? Okay.
But you're blind. Shit. I guess you stay here inside
Yeah, I
while
guess I
they
stay here. Yeah.
How are we gonna find the camels?
be
Follow
a
the
dark
tracks.
version in the sand. I mean, it's really
We have
fresh.
0
so-
survival.
Yeah, but you can still use it untrained.
Sure, but I don't have dark vision, so it's basically Garzhvog.
And do you want to stay back and I'll go with for the camels?
I mean, that's.
I mean, he's tied up.
possibility.
He's not a threat. So
Hmm.
I think Valerion wants to stay and interrogate though.
Well, I would like, but if you guys insist. No, he's the evil guy. I don't know.
I think me and Valerian stay, and both of you like should find the track. I mean, it's just following the tracks, right? There's like nothing in the desert, like should not be harmed.
Apart from purple worms and maybe
Yeah, but the
more
different
Purple worms
type
and
of
Kenku
tracks.
bird
and
people.
bandits.
Didn't you ever play Diablo, man?
No, but
that's
I
not
mean,
the
yeah,
same.
I can try, but
I mean, tracks-wise, like it's not.
we can try, but
Or,
I
like-
don't think it's gonna work.
There's like 7 camel. It just it doesn't disappear like that.
It's in
Depends
the
if they
middle of the
split
night.
off. Like then we're already in trouble if they split off, which they might have.
Yeah, they probably stay together because then animals stay together.
Maybe.
Well, I can try, but I insist you heal me before.
Sure. I hand the wand back. I guess yeah. I'll hand it back to you, Inza.
All right, we'll actually end this recording